This is David over here. The smell is fucking insane. It smells so bad. Was not expecting that. Okay, we're almost here. Okay, we're almost here, and it's pretty bad.
Thanks for being here, guys. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
The trucks are already parked.
Oh, there's a guy there.
There are hundreds of chickens already. Look at this, let me show you.
Sorry about the wind.
Well, this isn't a chicken truck, but the next one is. Oh God, the smell is horrible. Oh, look at these poor babies. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Look at how cramped they are. Look at this, Jesus Christ, it's fucking horrible. Look at the size of... They're so scared. Oh my God. I'm sorry, little babies. I'm sorry. Look at how cramped they are. Look at that. They're all scared. They're all shitting on top of each other because they're put one on top of each other and they're shitting on top of each other. So they're sitting in these crates waiting for their death. Scared to death, like look at them. I'm so sorry. God, this is difficult. 7,000 per truck, Jesus Christ. Look at this. 7,000 sentient beings. All of these are sentient beings. Look at this one there. They're trapped under another one. Jesus Christ, this is insane. Look at this one, he can't hold his leg. All of them, like look at the lack of feathers. And the smell is freaking horrific. Jesus Christ, everyone. It's... Poor babies, yeah. It's insane. It's insane. Like look at them. Look, one on top of each other. Look at this. Waiting for their death with others shitting on them. Why pay for this? Look at this one. They're trying to stand up but they can't. This one's shivering. Look at them. Poor babies. I'm so sorry. Stop these evil places. Fake you, Legend of Elzora. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry, it's so difficult to look at this. Look at them. Look at this fucking thing. It's fucking insane. It's huge. Look at them. Just poor little beings. All of these are individuals. They all have an experience of life. They all feel, they all have emotions. They don't want to be killed. They don't want you to put their flesh to your mouth. And if you look at this and think this is somehow okay, there must be something wrong with you if you think this is okay. This is fucking disgusting. And the smell is fucking horrific. I never realized just how bad the smell is. Look at this. Look at this one. Look how cramped they are. Look at this in these little crates.
Guys, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I used to work for the Canadian Food Inspection. We are in
Oh god, the smell. Oh, I'm gonna puke. It's so bad. It's so bad. So bad but so delicious, says you'd. The fact that you think that's something justified, the fact that you think taste somehow justifies oppression speaks volumes about the type of person you are, huh? Disgusting way to treat sentient beings, 100%. Sorry everyone, I'm just putting the tripod. It's fucking sad. Look at this. I have to put on a mask. I just can't. It's too bad. It's way too bad for me. I'm sorry. The smell is just way too bad. They don't seem stressed. You don't hear the sound, do you? Look at them shitting on each other. Look at them being like, if you think that that's not stressful, you really have to be like, you can't explain the smell. Yeah, Mel and Steve, you can't. You can't explain the smell. It's freaking horrific. To claim that this somehow looks delicious, that these poor sentient beings are forced in a position where they're shitting themselves, where they're scared to death, where they're going to be cut, they're going to have their throats cut, they're going to be electrocuted and cut to death, to think that that somehow is okay, and you think they're at peace? No, they're not. They're scared. They're scared, cowering. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Some of them have diarrhea. It's horrific. Look at that. Some of them are just so...
Why is this right? You can have something else. You can eat anything else. You don't have to put animals through a situation.
Look at them trying to stand up, but can't.
Meat's old food. Meat's good for you. This is good for you. Meat's good for you. How is this good for you?
You can be healthy without eating meat.
Protein.
You can get protein without eating meat.
He's a nutritionist. Does he look like he's not healthy?
Yeah, I think I have more muscle than you.
So this is completely unnecessary. We don't have to do this.
Each and every single one of them, they have emotions. They feel just like you do. Imagine being in their place. It's not nice, is it?
So there you go, guys. You don't want to say what's actually
My God.
My assumption is
I can't get too close because from time to time it rains shit. Words cannot explain how bad it is. I think I'm gonna start crying soon. I'm gonna abstain from crying. I'm sorry. It's just so fucking difficult to see what they're going through. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, it is insane. Hey guys. So guys, once again, we are in Amsterdam.
It's just the sheer size of it, like.
There's another truck there.
And this is one truck, right? This is the one truck. Two trucks over there. And then there's another one over here. Look at that. One after another. 80,000 sentient beings every single day. They slaughter 80,000 sentient beings every day. If you're not vegan, sorry. If you're not vegan, this is what you pay for. This. Individuals one by one put in cages. It's the fucking Holocaust, guys. If this doesn't remind you of that, I don't know what will. Look at them, they're put in cages, all awaiting to be killed, all awaiting their death. All for what? For taste, because nothing else is worth it, is it? It's just some fucking taste. And believe it or not, a lot of you even claim that, well, eating chickens doesn't even taste that good. No, because you like to put spices on them. You like to eat them in the different ways, but the reality is nothing could ever justify the horrific things that you see here. Look at this poor chicken, look at them. Trying to stand up, but they can't. Look at their deformed wings. Like, this is what you're paying for. Are you really proud to be paying for this shit? Really? Is this the type of person you want to be? Who just pays for innocent animals to be exploited to death? Let's go to the second truck now. I left my tripod there, but that's okay. 80,000 chickens every day. 80,000 chickens. This is fucking insane. If this doesn't piss you off, I don't know what will. I'm already pissed off. Look at this. It's hard to explain, it's hard to describe exactly what you're seeing, because to you it may just seem like a bunch of animals cramped one by one into crates, and it all just seems like a little bit like a pattern, a little bit like, I don't know what I'm seeing. There's nothing special, there's just a lot of them and they're holding crates. But in reality, every single one of them is like you. They're like you, they're like you, they're like you, they're like you, they're like you. Each and single one of them could have a name. Each and every one of them has a personality. Every one of them wants to live just like you do. They don't want to be cramped into a fucking box for your fucking pleasure. Don't be a fucking asshole. Don't be this person. Don't put them in this position. This is cruel and unjust. This chicken right here, you see them? You see this chicken? They're looking at me. They're having a thought. They feel an emotion right now. They feel something. They, like, to say that it's okay to put them in this position, to say that it's okay to force them into a slaughterhouse is insane. Look at this one over here. They look a little bit more scared. Poor babies.
You saw earlier the guy with the prod, the weapon,
Look at this.
manipulating the poor birds.
One by one.
Get crushed by one of their shitty crates.
Thousands of individuals
Fucking disgusting.
forced into crates,
Yeah, chips here.
about to be killed. Also that you can get something that you don't even need. All from some fucking tradition. All for nothing. Imagine being in their place. Imagine thinking you're in a box right now. Imagine thinking this is okay, to treat an animal like this. This is insane. I'm in Brooklyn, next to Amsterdam. There's a slaughterhouse over here. This is the slaughterhouse. You can't really see anything happening. There's a worker here who's coming to inspect. I don't know exactly what he's inspecting. And then there's the trucks that are parked everywhere. There's the fucking smell. It's just unbelievable. It's hard to explain the smell. I guess maybe this worker got used to it, but it's just horrific. Like, look at this. These stains right here, they're from chickens who just had no place, who didn't want to shit on their brothers and sisters, and they tried shitting outside. Look at their legs. Look at this. Like, this is... Oh, God. Yeah. Each and every single one of you who is not vegan is responsible for this. This individual right here, they want to live. They don't want to be forced into a fucking slaughterhouse for you. Each and every one of them has an experience of life like you do. Each and every one of them. You might be overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of it, because there's, I think, around 14,000, based on the calculations, 14,000 chickens here. But each and every single one of them feels. Each and every single one of them has an emotion. I'm so sorry. It feels so weird to just be here, because I don't even know, like, how can you guys look at it? Like, how can a non-vegan honestly look at this? How can any one of you look at this and think this is okay? How can you say that this type of slavery is okay? Just because they don't look like you, just because they walk on, well, they walk on two legs like you do. Imagine thinking this is okay. Like, imagine this person called Clara Clark, who says they love eating chicken. They see this amount of suffering. They see chickens cramped in a fucking crate, shitting on top of each other. Deformed, like, look at them, they're so fucking deformed. Because we selectively bred them to be like this. Like, look at their legs, look at this, look at this, look at this leg. Look at it, you see? And imagine thinking this is fucking okay. Imagine coming in here and saying, well, I love eating their flesh. Imagine coming in here, seeing this and thinking that's okay. You have to be, like, a little bit fucked up in the head to say that. Yeah. English, please.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just filming.
And everything is okay?
Yeah. It's just, well, it's not okay. It's kind of fucked up that we do this to animals, but, you know.
It's your position.
Say it again?
It's your thing.
It's not my thing. No, I don't pay for this to happen, no.
Okay. We do our job, so.
Do you pay for it to happen, though?
We do our job.
Well, your job is not to pay for this to happen, is it?
Okay. Yeah, it's your choice.
It's your choice,
Do your
right?
thing. We do
Yeah.
our thing.
Imagine if this were dogs, huh? Would it be okay?
You do your thing, and we do our thing.
Would it be okay if it were puppies put in this position?
I wish you a pleasure day, yeah?
I'm just saying, man, you don't have to be put, you don't have to do this to them, you know? Each and every single one of them has an experience of life like you do. Each and every one of them feels and has emotions, has thoughts. All of them have a thought right now. They're shitting on top of each other, you put them in crates, then you cut their throat and electrocute them.
Okay, have a pleasure day.
Imagine that. Stop messing with people. They came here. They came here messing with me.
Let me know where you guys hail from. If you've seen these trucks before, what did they say?
What are you doing? Just,
What are you doing?
yeah,
And they didn't want to.
no.
engage
The minute I
in
explained to them, imagine if these were dogs or puppies, they were like,
They
okay,
ran.
yeah.
Not surprising.
This, everyone, this is what we're here to show
They're
you.
going to move around the trucks.
This
to
is-
hide them from us.
This is the reality of what you pay for. These sentient beings being treated like objects. All for what? All for some fucking trivial products. Imagine thinking this is okay.
No,
It's
this
fucking
is-
insane.
this is,
And this isn't even the worst part that's going to happen to them, right? Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen today? They're going to be forced into a slaughterhouse. They're going to be electrocuted and then have their throats cut. Why? You tell me. You tell me what exactly justifies this horrific thing.
I'm looking for a bottle.
Because none of it in my book justifies the cruelty towards animals. None of it justifies it. Now they're running, look at them.
They care about animal welfare, aka, and they care about their image. While they're running with their trucks down the road because they're scared for us to show the fucking truth.
That's true. They're running away from us, as David is saying. They're running because they don't want us to see the truth. They don't want you to see what it is that you're paying for. In fact, the Netherlands prides themselves on animal welfare and how well they treat their animals. Look how well they treat their animals. Look. This is how well they treat their animals. They force them into fucking crates, electrocute them to death, and then kill them. That's how they do it. And you think millions of starving people is the reason? Well, no, because in reality, all of these chickens have to be fed something. We could have just grown food for ourselves and fed ourselves. But no, we have to feed these chickens so that we can force them into crates and then slaughter them. This is what we gotta do. And this right here is the slaughterhouse. David is trying to go in there and see what's happening. Yeah, it's sad, but this is the reality. And if you're not vegan, you are paying for this to happen. No matter how sad you find it, there's only one way to end this, and that is to be vegan. There's only one way for you to not be part of this, and that is to be vegan. There's absolutely no reason for you to be paying for this shit. There's no reason for you to be putting these individuals, these thousands of individuals, into crates and kill them. Absolutely no reason. Go and put a fucking stop to it. It's fucking despicable. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm showing you what it is that you're paying for. If you don't want to be paying for this, if you think this is fucking horrible, just don't pay for it. It's as simple as that.
Where they're,
Do you think that thing is open?
that could be just a holding barn.
Okay, we're gonna go see if there's a...
You see the one truck there, right there lined up.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can get a better look.
Oh, look at that. There's even more trucks.
So many trucks here, guys. It's crazy.
Look, there's one truck over here.
So that's being unloaded right now then.
That's being unloaded.
And like gases, they are put into a gas. The next letter is with the Canadian government in my past. I used to work in these places and I saw what people do to animals. That one day I learned that we don't
Look at this. So many trucks. They wait in here, then they're going there. They're gonna go in there, you see? That little opening over there. They're gonna go in there. Then they're gonna be unloaded over here. Look at how many crates there are here. Look at this. Do you see this? This is fucking insane. And look how they're being handled. Look at this humane killing that you're paying for. Hell on earth. Hell on earth for fucking trivial products. Thousands and thousands of individuals being forced into crates, being exploited to death, and then being killed. Look at how they're handled. You see? They just take them with a fucking machine, put the crates, stack them on top of each other as if they're fucking objects. These are individuals who feel, who have emotions. And all they do is stack them one by one, saying, you know what, it's okay. Look at this. There was a little chicken who was speaking out over here. Saying that I should rip the cages open to set them free. I can't do that. I would go to jail if I do that. And I would lose my citizenship, so no, I'm not in a position to do that. However, I can say that if you don't want this to happen, you have the reason, you can make it not happen. All you gotta do is not pay for these products anymore. For you, it's simple.
My entire life. And then one day I learned that it didn't happen.
Is this another slaughterhouse?
Fucking reeks out here. I don't know. I don't think so. That looks like a strawberry truck, maybe. Let's hope.
No, this was the other meat processing facility that we had next to it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask? Hey, do they kill animals here? You don't speak? Fala português.
Look at David handling.
Animal. Aqui?
Eu vim carregar para Portugal. Não sei.
He's not that kind of
And look at this, a child working here. Look at that. Indoctrination from an early age. Teach them young that it's okay to kill animals. That as long as you get pleasure from it, makes it okay. Poor child, yeah. Look at how many crates. Why curse? I'll fucking curse the shit out of this. This is fucking insane. If you're so concerned with things being bad, how about you don't force animals into a slaughterhouse?
You know what I'm saying, though, right? They're just babies, right? I used to work as an inspector.
At least don't teach the
saw
children
this.
that it's okay to do this.
We can move away from it, you know? We can stop. They're just baby birds, right? We can eat something else. No? No, we have food. We can get lots of food elsewhere. No.
This isn't food, these are individuals.
That's abuse. That's abuse.
These are individuals, they all feel like you do. Each and every single one has emotions.
They're just babies. You can change. You can change.
Well, they all know that they're in the wrong based on their attitude. Disgusting. I can't be there. Just gonna go next to David. It's gonna be a little bit better. How are you feeling, David?
No, I just seen what happens, and I just think no one should be used and abused for my dietary preferences. I was lied to. Also, I don't think others should be exploited.
Yeah, these are individuals, yes.
They're individuals.
Are you concerned whether they're individuals? Yes. Each and every single one of them has a personality. Each and every one who's in these crates has a personality. Each and every single one has a feeling, feels something, experiences life. Let me show you where we're going right now. No one is being abused. Really? Look at them. They're stacked in fucking crates one on top of each other. They are very much abused. And then they're gonna be electrocuted and have their throats cut. If you think that's not abuse, then you are you are seriously trying to believe something that is not true. Motivated reasoning at its finest. You see, every one of these individuals, every single one of them, for them it's Friday, just like it is for you. Each and every one of them is Friday for them. But you know what? Each and every one of them won't get to see what Saturday looks like. All because you decided that, well, instead of me eating some plant-based meals, what I will do is buy some chickens. I will exploit and slaughter these innocent individuals. They done nothing wrong to me. This individual right here, you see them? He has done nothing wrong to you. Absolutely nothing wrong to you. Yet you will pay for him to be electrocuted, have his throat cut, forced into crates, and enduring this whole shit show. All for what? So that you can fucking feel a little bit of a tingling in your brain. It's enraging. It's enraging if you think that is something you should be paying for. It's enraging if you think that is somehow justified. To take away every single life away from these birds, from every single individual that's over here. And words can't even do justice. It smells fucking horrific. They're shitting on top of each other. They're putting crates where they can barely move. Like, look at them. They can't even stand up. They're trying to, but they can't stand up. And this is their road to death. This is the way you force this individual right here. You force them into a slaughterhouse. Why? Because you just really wanted to eat their flesh. Because you thought, you know what? I don't want to try something plant-based. I hate the vegans. Oh, so you hate the vegans, but you want to pay for innocent individuals like this to be forced into crates and killed. Just don't be that person. It's hard to give up. I would say it's much harder for each and every one individual. Just look at these two. Look at them, how they're sitting next to each other, not knowing that in a couple of hours they're going to be electrocuted and have their throats cut. Look at them. These individuals feel love. They feel anxiety. They feel fear. These individuals, for them, it's another day just like it is for you. And you say, well, fuck it. I'll go buy that plant-based burger. I'll go buy that burger. I'll go buy that fucking flesh. Why? So that you can force these people into a slaughterhouse? You can't ignore the reality of your choices. You just can't. No matter how much you try, calling me slow, trying to say whatever it is what you're trying to say about me, you know the reality. Each and every single one of these individuals will be killed because you choose for them to be killed. They must be so terrified. They don't know where they are and what this is. The whole concept of driving in a vehicle is completely foreign to them. It is, Rene. And this is fucking heartbreaking. They don't get even the one thing in life, the sun. Even if they did get the sun, how would that be any better? They still end up in a crate. Like, a lot of these chickens are free range, actually, you know? How is that in any way better? Oh, they lived a life where they weren't put in a cage. Okay. For what? For 42 days. They can live 10 years and they're killed at 42 days. At 42 days, these individuals, those baby animals, will be electrocuted and have their throats cut. To think that they are happy, to think that they are somehow okay, is insane. They're not. Like, look at this individual right here. Look at their fingers. It's twisted. They're covered in feces. They're not okay. If all of those chickens were to be set free, they would be eaten by the end of the month by other animals. Yeah, B12 babe, we've normalized something truly twisted. Yeah, this is fucking insane. And the insane part is that, you know, I can understand the people who go into a supermarket, they pick up a product, and they think, well, I don't know that there's an animal, but to show you this, the sheer scale, the sheer idea that each and every one of these animals are forced into a box and then killed, and you look at this, there's people who come into this chat, they look at it and say, well, that's okay. How the fuck is that okay? Look at how much shit, look at how they're trying to not shit over each other. They're not stupid, they don't want to shit over each other, they're trying to shit outside so that they, even in their last moments, they at least, you know, respect each other. They can respect each other, but we can't fucking respect them. They're not chill. They're scared. They're terrified. That's how they react. In the future, people will look back on this and wonder, what were we doing? We can do better than this. Be on the right side of history. Yeah. We can do better than this, huh? We can. Thank you so much for the super chat, Julie. No, this is not the UK. This is the Netherlands. This is right outside of Amsterdam. And this is the reality of your choices. If you're not vegan, each and every single one of these individuals will be killed. They are enslaved. Like, honestly, you have to be... Like, really, does this not remind you of the Holocaust? Because it does to me. Like, I literally, 2 days ago, I saw people being put in crates exactly like these. Chip, did you used to eat meat? I did. I was an ignorant piece of shit. I was once an ignorant piece of shit. I no longer am that. And I'm trying to explain to you, you don't have to be in this position. You can choose to not force these animals into slaughterhouses. Don't be desensitized to it. Connect. Feel how they feel. Look at them. Look, they want to be free. They don't want to be set in this area. They're shivering. They want to be free. They don't want to be cut, have their throats cut. Don't put them in this position. Don't be that person. Set them free. I can't do that. If I do that, I go to jail. And I don't want to go to jail. But the only way to set them free is if you guys choose to no longer support this. That's the only way. Well, unfortunately for these chickens, their fate is set. They're going to be put in this position. They're not going to have anything else happen to them. They're not going to be able to see what tomorrow is like. There are so many. Yeah, there are a lot of them. There's, I think, 7,000 in this truck. I think maybe 5,000 in this one. And there's 3 more trucks that came today. They're going to be killing around 70,000 individuals in this place today. When something is optional, it becomes a moral choice. Exactly, B12 babe. When something is optional, in fact, it becomes a moral imperative that you don't force them into a position where you're cruel to them, where you take away their existence, their experience of life, where you don't enslave them. We don't need to participate in this, yes. Why don't you buy them all? I don't have that kind of money. The crates keep stacking. Look at this. so we starve and they live? No. No. In fact, you could feed a lot more people by not consuming animal products. In fact, you choose to feed less people, you choose to destroy the planet, and first and foremost, the most important part, you choose to enslave and slaughter sentient beings, individuals who feel like you do, who have an experience of life. You choose to do so, not for nutrition, let's face it, but out of stubbornness, out of sheer stubbornness. Look at them. These two were the ones who were sitting one next to each other also moments ago. They're trying to close their eyes to not think about what's going to happen tomorrow. Well, I'm sorry, there's no tomorrow for them, sadly. Taste pleasure lasts minutes, and for them it's their entire existence gone. Exactly. Imagine thinking that it's okay for me to kill them because you know what? I'm gonna get 10 minutes of pleasure. They're not gonna get to see tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or anything like that. But it's okay because I get something from it. I can't even reach the ones on top. I can't even imagine the one. Like, we all die eventually. Sure, we all die eventually, but we don't need to be forcing them in this position. I don't know what it is that some of you come into the stream and think it's okay or that any of this is justified. There's thousands of slaves here behind me. Make my day go says I'm on the carnivore diet. Make my day go. This isn't food, these are individuals. You can't treat them like objects. You can't put them in fucking crates and then just electrocute and kill them. This isn't nice. Each and every one of them is scared right now. Each and every one of them has an emotion. I keep saying this because I need you to understand this. The way I feel right now, some of them may be feeling the same. Some of them may even be hopeful for tomorrow. Some of them may feel in love with each other. Some of them may feel anxiety. Well, a lot of them are probably feeling anxiety right now. To think that this is okay, to think that, oh no, somehow in putting them in crates, it's okay. Fuck all that love that they feel. Fuck all that anxiety that they feel. Fuck the fact that they want to see tomorrow. I want to put their flesh in my mouth. Because if I don't put the body part of another animal in my mouth, I don't feel good about it. How fucked up is that? You don't need it for nutrition. And if you think you do, you are sadly mistaken. Look at this. I think there even is a dead chicken over here. Like, look at, yeah, no, they're not dead. They're just lying on their back. Like, look at this. They can't even, let me see if I can. We've all seen the videos. You see them? They can't even stand up because of how we selectively bred them. That they grow so fast. These are 42 days old individuals. 42 days old. And my heart breaks for these two who have just been together this whole time. My heart breaks for them. They sit next to each other. It's just so sad. Look at them, how cute they are. This is not okay, everyone. It's not okay to put them in this position. And I understand some of you are very triggered by all of this, and it's difficult to express your emotions like a grown-up. And you think that, yeah, it's okay. As long as I get what I want from that, it's all okay. Don't be that person, come on. Don't force them in this position. It's not worth it. It's hard to explain just how bad it is. Save the chickens? I wish I could. That's why I'm here, because I'm trying to save some chickens. Honestly, there's nothing I can do about these chickens, unfortunately. But what you can do if you're watching this, what you can do is you can choose to no longer pay for this. You can choose to be vegan. Unfortunately, their fate is already sealed. There's nothing I can do about it. It's impressive that some of you can look at two beautiful chickens being in love and say, you know what, I'm going to completely disregard that and going to say that cutting your throat is okay. There's a truck passing by. The fact that it's legal to kill a victim but not to save them shows how the justice system is first and foremost a tool for protecting the elites, rich over poor, humans over animals. It's 100% true, Ali, and thank you for that. You're 100% right. This right here proves exactly that we live in a system where we don't really care about anybody but the rich, but the profit. Don't think for a second that this is for nutrition. Don't think for a second that any of this is done out of care or anything like that for you if you think you're buying these products. No. All of this is done for profit. Sentient beings being forced into cages for profit. It's insane. And people like Mal Doom saying that chicken is such a versatile and delicious meat. Honestly, would you be able to kill these two? Would you be able to kill this couple right here? They've been together the whole time. They've been sticking by each other. Yeah, a lot of you seem to have this killer instinct where you think it's okay to kill defenseless creatures. Maybe you're feeling more of a man if you do that to them. You're not more of a man if you put them in this position. You're not. You're in fact less of a man because you're picking on the weakest beings of all. And you're saying, you know what, you're weak, I'm strong, therefore it's okay for me to cut your throat and treat you like that. It's insane. And again, I can't really explain the smell, but even through the mask, it's bad. It's part of the food process. A shepherd loves their sheep. Yeah, I love my family. That's why from time to time I chop them into pieces and put them in my burger. Oh yeah, I could always have a burger without chopped pieces of my family. But you know, I gotta chop them into pieces. Save the chickens. Yeah, truth tarot readings. We need that, huh? The only way to do that is for you guys to be vegan. That's why I'm here, to show you the reality of your choices. Get a job? I wish I could, huh? Do you think I want to be here? Do you think I want to be here? You OMZD88, do you think I want to be here showing you the fucking horrors of of your choices? Do you think I like putting myself in this smell, in this position? The first time we started, I fucking cried. Do you think this is nice? This isn't fucking nice. This isn't, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be showing you this stuff. I shouldn't have to show you this stuff. You should just use your fucking brain for a second. You guys claim so much intellectual superiority, yet you prove none of it. None of it. You can't possibly have a little bit of cognitive empathy to understand that each and every one of them is an individual who has emotions. Each and every one of them is an individual who has emotions. Go about your business. I can't go about my business when the most defenseless beings on this planet are being chopped into pieces for you. They're being put in crates. They're being enslaved and killed. Why? Also that you can get something out of it? No. No, thank you. You're weak and soft? I'll tell you what, I'm actually stronger than a lot of you because I have the courage to see what I pay for and I have the courage to change. My strength does not come from how I abuse others. My strength comes from how I defend others. Believe it or not. Can you imagine being put in this position? Can you imagine being put in cages like this? Can you imagine that? I'm just like, what's wrong with you guys? Honestly. Right behind this chip, we know the emotions this can bring. Yeah, I'm a bit pissed off, I won't lie. This is how it happened for millions of years. Yeah, therefore it's justified. This is how it happens for millions of years. For millions of years, we cramped animals into cages, into little cages, and then electrocuted them to death and then cut their throat. First of all, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And second of all, even if we did do it for millions of years, how is that justified? Are you seriously like that you can't possibly understand? Do something to stop it. Well, I'm trying, OMZD. I'm here showing you the horrors of what you pay for. And what are you doing? What are you doing, OMZD? Saying it's okay, huh? Saying that we've been doing it for centuries, it's okay. Saying that as long as I get some pleasure out of killing them, it's okay. As long as I get pleasure from it, it's all okay. I'm not responsible for it. I only pay for it to happen. I'm not the one doing this to them. I pay others to do it to them. Yes, you're right. You're such a good person for doing that. You're such a good person for taking a little couple of chickens, look at them, who still, again, until now have still been together, have still stayed together, who probably love each other, and saying, you know what? Cut their fucking throat off because I want to get some. Look at them. Oh my God. Look, they're taking care of each other, even in their last moments. God, it's so difficult. You have to be a monster, honestly. You honestly have to be a monster to think. You have to be a monster to think that this is okay. To think that two animals who love each other don't have the right to exist, don't have the right to love each other. They only have the right to be treated like an object. I want to put them, like, look at them. Again, this little couple over here is just breaking my heart. It would be so easy to do all of this to the anti-vegans and bring the same stupid arguments, but unfortunately they are too stupid, comfortable, and detached to get that. Yeah, Renee, it is kind of insane, isn't it? It is insane to see the horrors of it, and still to be like this Ethan Myers person, who probably has a small wee-wee. And well, it's okay if you have a small wee-wee, Ethan Myers. We're not here to judge. That's fine. Just don't force others because you feel inferior, okay? This superiority complex that some of you have, that think it's okay to just break up this little couple. God, I still love them so much. They're so cute. To break up this little couple over here, it's okay. As long as you get some yum yum in your belly, as long as you know, get that tingling sensation in your brain, it's somehow justified. It is not. And for those of you who are just joining in, we are in front of a slaughterhouse. This is a chicken truck. This is where they carry the enslaved chickens. Each and every one of them has feelings right now. Each and every one of them is Friday for them. For each and every one of them, they hear what's happening, they feel what's happening, they're scared, they have anxiety. Why? How can you claim you're a nice person when you force each and every one of them in this position? I just don't understand that. I couldn't call myself a nice person. That's why I became vegan, because I just couldn't, for the life of me, think I'm a nice person if I choose to do this to animals. You can't be a nice person and do this to animals. You can't. As much as you don't like to hear it, you can't. These are defenseless creatures. They've done nothing wrong to you. And you just see an accumulation of all of them. But each and every single one of them, as I keep saying, they're an individual who's scared, who has a mother, who has a father, who feels love, who feels anxiety. Each and every one of them is an individual. Each and every one of them, they're like you. Each and every one of them, they're like you. Each and every one of them. And there's thousands of them. Thousands and thousands of them. And if you claim they don't have feelings, like look at this couple over here that I've been filming for a while now. They've been together. They've been nibbling at each other. They've been stalking by each other. All because they're scared and probably they love each other. And Ethan says, their sad faces make me want chicken nuggets more. Bro, there will always be people like that, huh? There will always be people who are so triggered by the reality of their choices that they'll say, you know what? Cutting their throats, forcing them into slaughterhouses, it's okay. Enslaving them is okay.
Humans are the top predator. That makes no sense. Well, maybe
You hate yourself for being a human? No, not really. I hate the humans who do this to animals. I genuinely hate them. I don't want this couple to go.
all disgusting whole facilities. How you doing, Chef?
I'm good. It's just fucking insane to me. It's just fucking insane. that you guys could possibly defend this shit. But I guess, you know, some people will always be cowards. Some people will always think that this is okay.
Jobs. I did. Time to change, guys.
Is he crying? Yeah, I'm crying because it's fucking disgusting.
No more. We're done.
That couple really did it for me.
Time to change. Leave them alone. You can make money other ways.
You're a coward, yeah. You're a coward if you pay for this, you're right. You're very much a coward. Look at this. Behind these crates, there's individuals, one by one. Individuals. Look at them. Stacked in crates, awaiting their death. It's fucking insane, man.
Their products. Absolutely disgusting. Hey guys, how you doing over here? I'll turn mine around too. So guys, we are at a disgusting hellhole facility. You're just tuning in. This place kills about 60 to 80,000 innocent baby birds every single day, all for some little menial trivial pleasure, for unnecessary products. And it doesn't have to happen. We're living proof. 12 years vegan.
4 years.
4
vegan.
years vegan. It doesn't matter. The point is, we don't have to do this. We can live without it. Living proof here. Look at this guy's jacked. I've been healthy, fine, and I know hundreds, if not more, vegans along the world. And the irony is, sometimes people will tell us, "Oh, vegans need this or that." But when I ask them if they know a vegan, they don't ever know a vegan, which is fucking weird. So guys, go over to Chip. It's that Chip guy, or it's that Chip guy?
Yeah.
It's that Chip guy. Go over to his channel, subscribe. This guy's out in the streets every day in Amsterdam trying to convince hearts and minds that they align with other things, that they align with not putting innocent babies into slaughterhouses. Come on, wake up. They're like 6, 7, 8 weeks old. It's ridiculous. This doesn't need to happen.
It's just difficult to think because there was this couple that they were nibbling at each other. They were feeling they were loving each other, and just it's so difficult to think that they're just gonna be fucking killed today. Like it's just. I'm gonna cry again if I think about it. It's just so insane.
It's the right reaction, right? So this is Chip's first time bearing witness. Unfortunately for me, I've seen it so much. My emotions don't grab me as much just because I've witnessed it so much as an inspector. My role was literally to walk around these disgusting trucks and count for dead birds. That was my job. And so I would see sometimes 20, 30 trucks, maybe up to 50 trucks a day, and indoctrinated, right? I thought I was doing some sort of a welfarist thing. I was doing the right thing. I was protecting Canadians from, I don't even know what the fuck. It was just a token position. Now that I look at it, it's pretty sad how we're indoctrinated.
It's fucking sad, and it's ridiculous that people come into my stream and they start saying stuff like yum yum, or there's a person in my stream who thinks the fact that they're suffering makes them want more chickens.
Right.
The fact that they're seeing them in pain wants them more. Like, what kind of psychopath do you have to be to say that?
Yeah.
You see a defenseless animal, you see them feeling love and taking care of each other, and you're saying, well, the fact that they are suffering makes me want them more. The fact that they're in love makes me want to break them apart even more. Yeah, you're right. You're a good person. You should go out there, look in the mirror and say, I'm a good person. Today, I paid for 2 animals who loved each other to break them apart, cut their throat, chop them into pieces, all for my own taste pleasure.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And so the indoctrination runs deep. And I think, honestly, people do this because the more they realize that there's pushback, they have to find a reason. So the best thing or best weapon they think they have is to say crazy things in order to, like, try to remove themselves from the responsibility that they cause, because the alternative is they have to accept what we're saying. And so if they have to accept what we're saying, then they have to realize that they're paying for animal torture, abuse, and exploiting them, commodifying them and all these things. And a lot of people are just so grabbed onto their culture and stuff like that they just don't want to take responsibility.
Yeah, what even is the purpose of all of this? Like, how can you possibly justify this fucking horrific things?
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's insane to me that you would see such beautiful creatures and you would say, oh, well, you know what, fuck it. Like with the people I speak to on the street, like, at least they're disconnected to it, they're like, at least, they just buy a product, they can justify it somehow.
Yeah.
But when you see these animals, when you see them being in this position, how can you fucking justify it?
Yeah.
How can you say, no, it's okay? No, I cutting their throat is okay. They feel love, sure, but fuck it, I feel love too.
Yeah.
It's okay to cut their throat because, I want to get the taste, the yum-yums.
Yeah, it is wild, right? And again, I think it just boils down to all our indoctrination, how we've been indoctrinated since a young age to think that it's okay to use animals. They're just animals. It doesn't matter what they feel. And the other thing too is, like, you see people with companion animals, the way they love them, the way they treat them, the way they feel for them, and they've disconnected them from like the animals that they eat, when we all know humans are animals as well, that we all have similar values. Like, it's very conditional, the way we use animals, the way we treat other animals when it benefits us. But sometimes you don't think about your own actions. You don't think about how you are participating in this. And it's very easy because you go to the grocery store, you see something wrapped up, you don't even think about the process. This is why we think it's so important to bring and shed light to disgusting hellhole facilities like this, to show the world the truth, the reality. Why are there gates? Why are there fences? If you are so fucking proud about what you do, invite us in.
Yeah.
Show us the truth. Let's see our food system. Don't talk to us like we're babies.
Yeah, look at this.
And that we can't hide or we can't handle it.
This truck right here, they moved it inside. Why did they move the truck inside?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't want you to see it. The more you see it, the worse it is for them.
Exactly.
That's why they move the truck inside. They don't want you to see the truth. And some of you are so fucking like brainwashed, and you're such bootlickers that you'd rather defend the people who are trying to hide the truth from you.
It's crazy.
Rather than be on the right side of history for once.
It's crazy.
How the hell are you, like, how?
It's such sheeple bot mentality. And people, what's funny is, like, I saw the other day, someone was talking about, like, Bill Gates and all this thing, like, and maybe there is something to that, who cares? But they're saying that, oh yeah, like, the woke vegans are doing something. No, we're literally here just asking you to be a kind person. If you'd save a dog from a hot car when no one else is around, then do the same thing for the other animals. That's it. It's very fucking simple.
It is.
It's very simple.
I thought you were not here to judge. No, I think we're past that. I think the moment you see an innocent animal, you see a little couple of chickens, an actual couple, two chickens who love each other, who peck at each other, who hug each other, and you say, I enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that they're gonna suffer. I'm just gonna slaughter more because of that. The fact that you see two of these and you feel so, like, you're so insecure in your own emotions that you lash out at the most defenseless creatures, then you deserve some form of judgment.
Yeah.
You deserve somebody to call you out for who you are. A coward. Because that's who you are.
If
you pay for these animals like that, you're a coward.
If you know, you know. Go watch the 3-minute movie challenge inside the descriptions on these channels. Go take a look. You'll see the truth. And so someone asked here, Chip, would you say eating an animal who has lived a long life is still inhumane?
Yeah.
I would almost argue that's probably even worse. You built a relationship with this animal. They look to you, and you're just doing this for something that's unnecessary. You don't have to eat animals. We've already established that.
At what point, please explain to me, at what moment in time is it okay to kill an old person? When is it okay to to take the knife and kill an old person? At what age would it be okay? Without their consent, when would that be okay? Tell me. Because if the answer is never, and that's because they experience life, then the answer is never for all animals also, because they also experience life. Because maybe you didn't see a lot of that, but just moments ago, there were thousands of individuals right here, but there still are. We still see the individuals there. They moved the truck over there so that we don't see them. Why? Because if you see the truth, you may not want to participate in it. If you continue seeing that beautiful couple of chickens, you may not want to support their throats being cut. I guess the people on David's stream haven't really seen, but there was, in this little truck over here, there was a couple, I mean 2 chickens. They were a male and a female. They were sitting by each other. They were pecking at each other, hugging each other and taking care of each other, sitting by each other from the beginning, from the moment that the truck came.
Guys, so since you're hearing all this, I'd like to know, if you're vegan, hit 1. If you are someone considering change, hit 2. And if you're someone who wants to carry on and doesn't really care, hit anything else. Also, please double tap the screen. Guys, hit like, hit subscribe. Please donate to this gentleman. He's doing incredible work. He needs the support. And yeah, guys, please move away from this. There's something called the 3-minute movie challenge in the description. Please check that out. Go watch it. See the truth. This isn't a one-off. This is actually standard industry practice that happens every single day here at disgusting hellhole slaughterhouse facilities. Also, next Friday is a big one. Project live stream. We're going to go live at so many different slaughterhouses across the world with so many different activists. Please join us. Get active. Join us. Get involved. Go to It's at Mel and Steve on Instagram. We can help you get the 50 subscribers you need to get active for the animals, because this place needs to shut down. We need to shut down these disgusting hellhole facilities once and for all.
It's fucking horrific. That's the reality of it. And I don't think any of you can possibly understand the smell that is happening here.
It's awful.
What these individuals... That's why I'm wearing a mask right now, because the smell is fucking horrific.
I probably should have worn one myself.
Yeah, do you want one? I have another one.
It's fine. It's damage is done, so to say. Yeah, do you guys have any questions for Chip or I?
Yeah, and you know, let's do a little bit of experiment. If you've been here for a while and you're not vegan, type 6 if you're feeling bad about what you just saw. Just type a 6 if you're feeling bad about what you saw. Does that mask prevent smelling? Yeah, it does, of course. Let's see if we get some non-vegans.
Mike, you're talking about these weird hypotheticals and maybe some fringe situations.
We do have some people who feel sad about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about your use, Mike. Mike, you can go to a supermarket, you can get plant-based items, you can live healthy and fine. Let's talk about you instead of what's happening with back in the day Inuit people who put their loved ones on a iceberg or whatever.
Oh, look, this is the psychopath who said, who watched the couple and said, because they suffer, it's okay. He wants even more to kill them.
Yeah, see, that's deranged mentality. If you guys didn't hear, this guy over here says...
Ethan Myers, I'm going to report him.
Yeah, so he's saying that he's for animal torture because it tastes better when the animals are tortured. Can you imagine the mentality? So this is the mental gymnastics that people do. And this is another reason why we have these live streams, so we can show how far people are willing to go with their mental gymnastics. Yes, good question, Axel. So,
what did Axel ask?
So the question is, can we address why vegetarianism is something we also don't support? Some people are confused here that we're supporting vegetarianism. So guys,
Look at all those crates. Fucking horrific. Fucking horrific. The Minion vibes, hell yeah. That's what it is. It's ugly. It's ugly. It's an ugly business. I don't get it. I honestly, I'm having difficulty understanding why some of you keep defending this bullshit. I really am having difficulty because you don't need to be defending this, you know? Reality is maybe you're too young, maybe you're a child and you don't realize this, but you know, the mark of a man, the mark of a good person is one that acknowledges that what they're doing is wrong and decides to change. A good person does not just double down because they feel insecure about their choices. A good person doesn't just say, well, my ego is hurt, therefore I will justify violence. You can't do that. You need to be better. I get it. I'm trying not to judge all of these decisions, but when you're in front of this and you see these innocent individuals and you see them being forced into a slaughterhouse, and by the way, for the people who are just joining in asking what the fuck's going on, I'm in front of a slaughterhouse. I just saw 7,000 chickens being put in crates and now they're about to be killed. I am seeing right now more than 20,000 chickens who are about to be killed. Don't be putting them in that position because you don't need to put them in that position. You can acknowledge that it's fucked up. You can acknowledge that it's wrong. Just don't be that person. That's all we're trying to say. And if you need help, we can help you with that. There's no reason to be so engaged in your own egotistical move like Ethan Myers over here. His ego is so hurt and he feels so insecure that he said the fact that animals suffer, the fact that there was a little couple of chickens who were loving each other, the fact that they were pecking at each other, they were taking care of each other, the fact that they were doing that means that he wants them to die even more. And he wants to put their body parts in his mouth. Don't be like this guy. Don't be like him. There's no reason to do that. You can get plenty of nutrition and taste pleasure from other places. You really don't need to be putting animals in this position. If I choose chicken, that's my business, not yours. Well, no, that's the thing about it. You're right that it's your business what you want to put in your mouth. And if you find a shit on the ground and you want to put it in your mouth, far be it from me to judge you. Do whatever you want with it, okay? My business is when you pay for innocent sentient beings, animals who have emotions, animals who did nothing wrong to you, my business is when you pay for them to be put in a crate, to be transported, and then for them to be electrocuted, killed, and chopped into pieces. That's my business. I hope you understand that. I don't have a problem with what you put in your mouth. My problem is that your choices do this to them. And you can always make a different choice. That's the whole thing about it. You can always make a different choice. You don't need to do this to them. Hi, Marissa. Marissa, don't go back. It's heartbreaking if you go back. It's fucking heartbreaking. I don't know how David does it. For me, it's hard. It's hard for me to be here, and I keep looking at that truck and I keep thinking about that couple, and I just end up crying again. Hey, Linda. Let them loose, free the chickens. I wish I could. Honestly, I wish I could. I wish we would have laws. The fact that we have laws that they're allowed to put them in crates and chop them into pieces and kill them, and I'm not allowed to rescue them. The fact that we have laws like that, it's insane. B12 can only be naturally gained in sufficient amount from meat proteins. Well, Josh Geese, that's okay. You're right about that. First of all, well, no, you're not right about that. You're right about the fact that B12 is prevalent in animal products, but B12 does not come from animals. The animals don't produce B12. Their body is just like ours. Their body does not produce B12. They have to get it from somewhere. So the place where animals get B12 is actually from the ground. There's a bacteria. And what they do, what happens nowadays, we kind of fucked up the ground. Hey Axel. We kind of fucked up the ground, so there's no more of that bacteria. So in reality, any of that B12 that you're getting is actually coming from a supplement that's being given to the animals. So you're just getting a second-hand supplement. So to say, well, you know what, I'd rather instead of me getting a supplement, I'd rather put a supplement through a sentient being, enslave them, chop them into pieces, and then eat their flesh. Because I don't want to take a pill. They should do it. No. No, don't be that person. Just don't be that person. You can't get enough creatine from meat. Supplementing is necessary. Young blood, and that's fine. You can get, first of all, creatine, monohydrate, is a synthetic thing. You can get it, and it's vegan, and we have no problem with it. Second, creatine is not an essential micronutrient. Your body produces all the creatine that you need. As long as you eat enough protein, your body will produce it. I'm a certified nutritionist, by the way, in case you didn't know that. How are you able to breathe to that? It's pretty easy. I even went to the gym with this one during COVID. Well, not this one, you know, because I washed it, but people who say yummy do it because they feel like their identity is being attacked. They want to fit in so badly that they're willing to forget about the most vulnerable. Marissa, I told everyone, and hey, everyone who's new here, we're sitting here in front of a slaughterhouse where they're about to be killing, I don't know, 20,000 chickens, something like that. And I was sitting in front, there was a truck who is still here, by the way. They moved the truck. They're not doing anything. They're not moving the truck in, but they just moved the truck inside so that we can't film the chickens. But in this truck, on this side right here, there was a little bit of a, there was a couple of chickens. There were two chickens there, a male and a female. They were pecking at each other. They were feeling love for each other. It just breaks my heart, the fact that they're going to be killed now.
Once you learn and know better, you should be better.
It just breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. And the fact that so many people defend this type of thing, it's just insane, you know, because I don't know, I'm just like, I don't understand it. Like, if I stroke your ego, if I tell you, okay, you know what, you're not a bad person, you just do a bad thing, because that's the reality. You may not be a bad person, maybe in your free time you do good things. But when you pay for this, when you pay for these sentient beings to be put into a slaughterhouse, you're doing a really bad thing. You're doing a really, really bad thing. For 10 minutes of your life, for 10, 15 minutes, whatever long it takes to eat, a whole sentient being loses their life. In fact, for chicken, you might be killing a lot more than one, all for 10 minutes. Lives after lives after life being killed, being enslaved and killed, kept in crates, shitting on top of each other. Why? I want to know why. Can somebody please justify and tell me how it's justified to put animals in this position? How it's justified to put any of these sentient beings in this position? Can any one of you provide any form of justification for it? What the hell do they know love? Yeah, Alex, they do. Alex, just scroll back a little bit, because I showed those two chickens how they were loving each other. I showed them how they were pecking at each other. John says, I'll donate $5 for the slaughter of a chicken. John, explain to me, how is it justified? I'm assuming, John, you wouldn't pay for a dog to be forced into this position. You wouldn't pay for a puppy to be in this position. Yet there is no difference between a puppy and a fucking chicken that would justify the difference. There is no difference. They're all individuals who feel, who have emotions. And to say, well, that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna cut their throat because one is cute and one isn't. But they're all fucking cute, first of all. And second of all, it doesn't matter how cute they are. If somebody doesn't find you cute, they don't have the right to just cut your throat for a trivial product. You can get any nutrition that you need from a plant-based product. In fact, you would be getting better health outcomes out of it. But you refuse to listen. You refuse to listen to science. You refuse to listen to anything else other than your own ego. And your own ego, your own tradition. And if your ego and tradition says, you know what, I gotta get this. Everyone else is doing it. I gotta follow what everyone else is doing it. If everyone else is eating chickens, I gotta eat chickens. I'm not a person who thinks for themselves. I'm just a follower. I gotta follow what everyone else does. Right? That's who you are. Don't be that person. Your stream just died?
Yeah, I can't get back on.
What happened?
I don't know. It just won't come back on.
Your internet?
Maybe.
Maybe go into airplane mode and then back again. So that it reconnects. Don't be that person. Don't enslave animals. Don't use them. Don't kill them. There's no need for any of it. And none of you can provide a good enough justification to be forcing puppies or kittens into slaughterhouses. But yet somehow, well, I'm sorry, but you know, you were born the wrong species. Oh, I didn't choose that. No, that's okay. You don't get to choose. But because you were born the wrong way, I'm going to take this knife and cut your throat. But before I do all that, I'm going to enslave you. I'm going to put you in a fucking crate. I'm going to let every one of you shit on top of each other so that when you get to slaughter, you're not just so fucking exhausted from all of this, but you're absolutely wanna die essentially because you've been lying here waiting for your death. It's just fucking insane. It's just all of it is fucking insane. I don't even know what to say. All of it is fucking insane. And to claim that there might be a form of justification for all of this, it means to be delusional at its finest. Even when I wasn't vegan, even when I was consuming animal products, I couldn't possibly justify this shit show. Because you can't possibly justify it. It's all fucking horrific. It all is. Gaz says, please do something about it, please, for the love of God. That's what I'm doing, Gaz. I'm sitting over here. That's the best I can do. There's nothing more I can do. You have the key, Gaz. Gaz, if you're not vegan, that's what you can do. You have the key right there. You can choose to say, I'm no longer going to pay for animals to be forced into this position. If you're not vegan, you are the one putting them in that position. And if you want something to be done, well, the key is with you. Not with me, it's with you. See, Ethan, let's see the psychopath. What is he saying? The justification is humanity needs food more than your feelings. Yeah, Ethan, well, thank you for providing that justification, Ethan. Because in reality, when you are taking calories and you're putting them into a sentient being and then killing the sentient being, you are getting less calories out of that. And so what you're doing in the process is, on top of the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of a sentient being, you are taking food away from other humans also. So Ethan, you say that you do it for humanity, but in fact, factually, it is bad for humanity. It is wrong. Look at this, they have more chickens also in the back here. Of course they do. Did your stream die?
Yeah.
Do you not have internet or something?
It could be data, but I didn't think data would die so quickly. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay. Maybe I'll just end mine and I'll hang out on yours for a bit.
I guess.
Unless if I can get back on. Hey guys.
Mom and I are watching so I can help her differentiate her past necessity to today's choice. Thank you, the original clapper. That's amazing. Oh my God, maybe we can still see that couple. Oh no, we cannot. They were somewhere over here.
You would I don't want you to scrub your stream, but I was gonna say if you could hotspot me.
I can try.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. But let's move there, so then. Okay. We're in front of this thing. Sorry everyone, I'm gonna try to hotspot Dave. Give me if you find my iPhone, you should find my hotspot. Wi-Fi.
This one?
No, Ciprian's iPhone. Dog meat great. Chip, if you tried KFC, you'd get it.
Dog meat what?
Dog meat great.
Grave?
Great.
Grave.
If you tried KFC, you'd get it. I tried KFC, brother, but you have vegan options. The thing that you think that somehow, oh, if you tried this product, it's all good. And by the way, KFC, all the taste that you get from there is not even from the flesh. Because if you tried the plant-based dishes, you'll see it's fucking the same. It's exactly the same. So what you're really saying is that, well, I'm gonna choose to exploit and slaughter a sentient being because, you know, I get some pleasure from the taste that isn't even coming from their own flesh. Honestly. Honest to God. Wait, no, don't buy that. No, don't buy that now. You have you're connected to mine. Here's mine.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
could
you-
scrub your stream though.
Yeah, but just buy a card and...
Oh, it's gone.
Look at this guy. Chip could have saved those chickens, saved Babe Deep Boopy, who pays for chickens to go in. So this person is trying to... Oh, he was even timed out. Imagine thinking that imagine thinking that you're the victim. Or didn't you get to re-see the stream?
No, it wouldn't let me. How long do you want to go?
I don't know, maybe another 30 minutes or something.
Protest continue.
Chicken nuggets with mayo and tomato sauce is better than any vegan option available, says Ethan. Ethan, I bet you that I understand, Ethan, that you're so concerned and about yourself and what you get out of it, and that you get pleasure from the exploitation and slaughter of animals. I understand that it's all about the tingly sensation that you get in your brain, and somehow it's justified to kill sentient beings or to enslave them because you get a little bit of a tingly sensation in your brain. That's justified. But look at that, you just said with mayo and tomato sauce. Well, look at that. Somehow the chicken nuggets are not good enough on their own. Somehow their flesh doesn't really taste that good. Somehow you do need to add other stuff to make it taste well. Well, why is that? Because maybe it doesn't really taste that good. But even if it did, it wouldn't really justify it, would it? Because if my flesh tasted good, I don't think it would be justified for somebody to kill and eat me, would it? If David's flesh tasted good, it wouldn't be justified for somebody to be killing and eating David, would it? Smell?
So guys, I am back in front of a slaughter.
Oh, now they're showing water. Look, now they're throwing water on top of us. They think they're being funny. That's what they did now to David. They just threw some water on him. They think they're being funny. Look how funny it is. We're the ones killing the animals. Look at that. Yeah, haha, we're funny. We're killing the animals. We're killing the innocent, defenseless creatures. We feel better if we shit on the people who show the truth. Fucking pieces of shit.
So I'll have to manage that.
Swear to God, man.
Once again, we are out in Amsterdam at a disgusting.
That's assault. I
facility.
guess it is, Stone. Not like it matters. It's not like it matters, does it? I'm convinced most human adults are just toddler in bigger bodies. Linda, I mean, Ethan definitely is a toddler. Like, he definitely is one, because he's trying to say that it's okay to, for his own taste pleasure, it's justified to kill sentient beings. So essentially he's saying if humans tasted good, he would pay a lot of money to be killing and eating humans.
Even as an inspector, this one is
Yeah, like this person, that they love chicken nuggets. I'm sure you do like the taste, but the taste, you can't get all that taste from a plant-based product. In fact, I bet you won't even see the difference if you buy a plant-based chicken nugget. But we know what the difference is. For them, they're no longer going to be forced into a slaughterhouse. For them, they're no longer going to be treated like an object. For them, they're no longer going to be enslaved. That's the reality. And Babe, are you vegan? Babe Doopy? What's her name? Babe Boopy. Are you vegan, Babe Boopy? Or are you just a virtue signaler? Because I see some virtue signaling over there. But I don't think you are vegan, are you? It was really difficult to watch that couple. I think the most difficult part was when they just went away. It was really difficult then. I'm grateful that I can no longer eat meat. The transition was easy for me. The original clapper, that's awesome. Don't eat meat. Don't eat any animal products. In reality, you know, we see the horrors of meat, but the same is for dairy. The same is for eggs. It's all the same thing. Yeah, see, there you go. Babe Doopy is not vegan. They're just virtue signaling, while at the same time saying, Chip didn't rescue those chickens, but I sure as hell am gonna put them in there. Dairy is rape, it sure is. Animals are someone, not food. Exactly. And Ethan, I know you're not very smart, Ethan. It's okay, but that's not the only vegan thing that you're eating, Ethan. Ketchup is vegan. FYI, ketchup is pretty vegan. So you're eating something that's vegan. Thanks, Chip, for getting out there and showing. It's psychologically hard to see that in person. It's very hard. It's very, very hard to see. It's my first time seeing this in person, and it's very hard because it's just heartbreaking when you know that each and every, like, obviously if you're like just a person who's not vegan and you're watching it, you may just see like a bunch of chickens, you may just see like a processing facility or however you want to call it. You know, we have all of these coping mechanisms where our brain doesn't really allow us to see what exactly is the reality. But if you then realize that you look at that and you see every one of them, every single one of them that's in these boxes right now that are being unloaded is somebody like you, like me. They're somebody who feels. They're somebody who has a thought right now. They're having a thought right now. Right now, all of these chickens are having a thought. They have emotions. They feel pain. And we just saw two chickens being in love. And it's hard for us to understand, to grasp this idea. But we put them in a cage, in a truck, something that they don't really understand what's going on. They've never been on a truck their whole life. It's very hard to understand, but it's fucking horrific. I'm just saying, don't put them in that position. If you think I should save those chickens, then you can do that. You don't have to renounce your responsibility and put it on me. No, your responsibility, you're responsible for what happens to these animals. If you pay for animals, if you pay for chicken nuggets, you're paying for exactly as Greg Wooldridge is saying, children nugget factory, because they are children. They're 42 days old. They can live 10 years. They're at less than 1% of their lifespan. It's fucking insane. Well, they're around 1% of their lifespan. Don't put them in that position. Just don't be that person. Children? Yeah, they're children. These are baby animals. These are baby animals. Why am I wearing a mask? Because you can't possibly understand how bad it smells in here. That's why I'm wearing a mask, because it smells fucking horrific. And even through the mask, I still feel a little bit of the smell, but at least I smell my own breath also, which kind of smells pretty good because I just brushed my teeth before coming here. Tiana, you won't convince them? Tiana, I am only going to say the truth. I'm going to continue showing the truth and telling them the truth. That's what I'm going to try to do. It's Mel and Steve, disabled baby birds. That's what they are. They're disabled baby birds. A lot of them had they couldn't stand up. They had their legs like this, like it was just fucked up to see.
So there's these things that we're taught, these kind animals.
It still breaks my heart to know that that couple is there.
Again, people go on consuming them. Even when they learn about it, it's kind of crazy. But there are open mind, empathetic people that will move away. Once
They hunt us, now we hunt them. None of these chickens hunt you, no.
There's a 3-minute movie.
This whole idea that they hunt us, now we hunt them is so fucked up. Because by using that logic, you would say that Jewish people should start hunting German people. Because at some point in our history, Germans were hunting Jewish people. Therefore, it's justified for Jewish people to hunt Germans. Imagine how fucked up that is to say some animals, not even these animals, not even that species of animals, but some animals at some point in our human history were going after us, after some other humans. They weren't even going after you. Therefore, it's justified for me to pick a different individual who has nothing to do with any of it and say it's okay to cut their throats. Imagine that. And Ethan, I understand it's very difficult for you to, as I told you, Ethan, it's okay, it's difficult for you to understand this perspective, but I'm going to tell you like I tell everyone. I don't care what you put in your mouth. If you find like a little rock and you put it in your mouth, put it in the mouth. If you find, I don't know, a dead animal on the street and you're like, I really want to lick this dead animal, I really want to see how this dead animal tastes and I want to put their body part in my mouth, put their body part in your mouth. Hell, if you like putting somebody else's body part in your mouth and it's, you know, it's consensual because we care about consent, far be it from me to judge you. Hell, I like putting some body parts in my mouth with consent, of course. But the whole point of it is not what you put through your mouth. The whole point of it is the enslavement, the exploitation, the abuse and the slaughter of these sentient beings. Is the fact that we dehumanize them so much. The fact that we dehumanize them so much that we put them in fucking crates. Let me show you. This is how much we dehumanize them. That they're in fucking crates like a fucking product. Let me show you. Look at this. These are crates. Thousands of individuals are in these ones. Each and every single one is housing thousands of individuals who want to live, who don't want to be exploited. Why? Well, look at this one. Look how they're peeking outside, trying to see what's going on. They're curious also. They're curious, they're scared, they feel anxiety. And you put them in these crates. If you're not vegan, you put them in these crates. That's what you do. You put them in these crates. You objectify them. Why? Why be this person who objectifies animals like that? Why be this person who just... You're an animal too. You can't possibly be this level-headed to not understand that you're an animal too. That there's no difference between you and them. That we all feel the same. Put yourself in that position, Marissa, exactly. Thank you, Marissa, for saying it. Imagine putting yourself in this position where there's somebody who's superior to you, who has, well, not even superior because, I don't know, somebody who has power over you. And imagine them saying, well, I have power over you. I'm going to put you in a cage. And then after I put you in a cage, you're going to be sitting on that cage, shitting on each other from the top down. With all of your friends, all of your loved ones, we're all going to be put in a cage. And after you get put in that cage, what we're going to do, we're going to hang you all upside down. We're going to be electrocuting you and then cutting your throat, chopping you into pieces. Why do we do that? Because we get money out of it. Why do people support it? Well, they get a little tingly sensation in their brain when they do that. Yes, they can get that tingly sensations in other ways. They don't need to be doing this. But you know, people are stubborn. It's tradition or some bullshit. How do you know they feel anxiety? Have they spoke to you to stop sprouting rubbish? Mufflemoose. Somebody doesn't have to tell you that they feel anxiety in order for you to know that they can feel anxiety. These animals are sentient beings. If you have not heard of the Declaration of Consciousness from Cambridge or for New York, then I feel sorry for you. But you can do a simple Google search and ask yourself, Are these animals sentient? If they are, then they feel anxiety. It's as simple as that. Yeah, Muffle Moose says, see, Muffle Moose says that baby dogs are food. Over 70% of animals on Earth eat other animals. That's also not true, by the way. It's so funny that you have these stupid statistics. Then listen to yourself. Well, first of all, that's not true. Not over 70% of the animals eat other animals. If that were the case, then we wouldn't have enough animals on this planet, FYI, first of all. Second of all, even if that were true, let's imagine that that is true, does not justify you doing it. If 70% of the world would be committing rape, it wouldn't justify you committing rape, would it? No, it would not. See, John Caltax says only 25%. None of it justifies your participation. None of it justifies you forcing these sentient beings, objectifying them, seeing them stacked one by one, put in crates. None of it justifies. None of it is justified, all because you're saying numbers somewhere. No number justify it. Stop being this cowardice person and say, well, it's because of these numbers. No, you're just a follower. You're just another person who has taught the same thing over and over. You go into a supermarket, you don't think for yourself, you don't think about the victims of your choices. All you do is you go into a supermarket and you do what you've been taught your whole life to do. You're a follower. That's what you are. If you're not vegan, that's what you are. You're just a fucking follower. You go in there and you follow. You do what you're told to do. You're an NPC. Exactly, Marissa. You're an NPC if you're not vegan. You buy this product and you don't think. You don't think about the fact that there's a sentient being behind that product. You don't think the fact that you're objectifying them, that you're putting them in a crate also that they can have their throats cut and being chopped into pieces, along with their whole family, along with everyone they love and everyone who they ever love. You don't think that the fact that for each and all of you, today is Friday, also for them. You get to see what tomorrow is like. You can look at the weather right now and say, look at that, tomorrow's gonna be sunny. Oh, it's so beautiful and sunny. I'm gonna be going outside. Well, imagine that they're right now in a crate because of you, and all that's gonna happen to them is they're not gonna see tomorrow. They're gonna be chopped up into pieces. And all because you wanna be an NPC person. All because you wanna go into a supermarket and get that tingly sensation in your brain. Fucking NPC. Just insane to me. And coming in here to justify it, it's even worse, you know? Because at least when you see it, you could say, holy shit, that's fucking worse. At least you can say, holy shit, that's fucking insane, I didn't know. You can say, holy shit, I don't want to be part of it, how can I do it? I don't know how to stop. I can't stop, I don't, like, be at least honest with yourself. But what you're doing, coming in here saying, oh, I like it. See, like this person, Ethan, what does he like? He likes the fact that animals suffers. Ethan, when Ethan, this person, moments ago, an hour ago, when we could actually film them, because right now they moved the truck so we can't film them, but when we could film them and we saw a little beautiful couple of chickens who are pecking at each other, who are loving each other, who are taking care of each other before their last day, like before them being going to slaughter. This person, Ethan, saw those chickens and he said, the fact that they're gonna suffer makes me feel better. I'm gonna be ordering some chickens so right now I can break them apart, chop them into pieces and kill them. This is the type of person that you align with. This is Ethan. This is the type of person. If you're not vegan, this is the type of person that you align with. This is the type of justification that you end up saying. Because in reality, there's no fucking justification for what we do to animals. There's no justification for treating them like objects. And as much as you like to say, well, I bought free range, all of these chickens were raised free range. Some of them are coming from small farms. Look at this. Look at them. Look, crates over crates over crates. Look at this. Justifying individuals putting them in crates. All for what? For taste pleasure. Look at them. They're barely, like, they can't stand. You see that? You see, they can't stand. They're struggling.
Why would you?
Insane. It's insane to me. It's insane to me that any one of you will cry. It's insane to me that any one of you will go and say, look at the injustice that's happening in the world. Look at how they're being treated in Gaza. Look at what's happening all over the world. Oh, but when I'm in the position of an oppressor, when I'm the person who is forcing sentient beings into slaughterhouses when I'm the person who's actually the oppressor, when my choice is as easy as picking from this product to this product, I'm gonna start finding justifications. But when somebody else is oppressing, I'm gonna point the finger at them and say, look at that motherfucker, he's oppressing. The amount of hypocrisy is fucking insane. Just fucking insane. Is bro depressed? No, I'm not depressed. I'm just telling you the honesty. You know, when you become vegan, you kind of start realizing the reality of the choices. You start realizing that all of this is nothing different than what we did in the Holocaust, is nothing different than what we're doing right now in other places. It's nothing different, it's all the same. It's individuals who feel, who have emotions, forcing them into cages, into slaughterhouses. Why? All because all because you get some pleasure out of it, or because all for profit. For what? And all is coming from you. All it starts with you. So the next time when you cry about an injustice, or next time you cry about an injustice happening in the world, just remember that if you're not vegan, you're the oppressor. You're the one committing the injustice. You're in the position of the oppressor. You are the Israel to Gaza. You are the Nazis to the Jewish people. You are that for the animals. For the animals, they are in an eternal Treblinka. They are in an eternal Holocaust every single day. And you are the one putting them in there if you're not vegan. That's all it is. And you may refuse to believe it. You may say, no, I buy it from a different place. I buy it from a farm. I know it's coming from. They all come into these places. And even if they don't come into these places and they're killed on a fucking farm, how is that any better? Do you think if that couple somehow was sitting over here on a little grass and we cut their throats, it would be better? No, it wouldn't. It's all the same.
All the animals that you farm have been genetically engineered, okay?
It's all the same. And this is the worst part about it, isn't it? Because so many of you, if you were in the position that was even 1% of what they go through, even if you were in the position of even 1% of what they go through, you would cry, you would yell, you would say injustice. How can anybody do that to me? How? It's so unfair. But right now, you are saying, what? Fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna pay for them to be killed. I'm not in the position of the victim. I know I'm the oppressor, but why? It's okay to be the oppressor, right? It's just insane. Would cry? I already cried, brother. I already cried. I cried. I'm probably gonna cry again when I get home. Because it's fucking, it's insanely sad. That couple really got to me. I'm a real man, I don't care. I'm a real man. Well, everyone's a real man. I'm a man, I don't care about crying right away. You crazy dude, be a man? Yeah, I am a man. I defend the innocent. I come in here where it's difficult for me to be. I come in here where it's difficult for me. I express my emotions and I show you the reality behind your choices. That's the reality behind your choices. Real men don't wear masks? They very much do. A lot of real men wear masks. What are you talking about? And I'm wearing a mask because it smells like shit here, so I don't want to wear a mask. Consistency shows strength, not weakness. Exactly.
They grind up together.
Ethan, you full of shit. You'd fight for your life tooth and nail as it's natural for every life to do. Exactly. Exactly, Andrew. That's the reality. Every one of us would fight tooth and nail for our life when we would be in this position.
Why do you do it? Why do you raise animals? For money?
Are your clothes made of animals?
Money?
No, bro. Of course not. Everything is vegan. That's the whole point of it. We can get everything on a plant-based diet. We can get everything vegan. We can get everything without exploiting these animals. To think otherwise, what's the point? And even if, let's imagine that hypothetically speaking, one of my articles of clothing were made of animals, I would do better. I would be like, oh shit, I did something wrong. I would admit that I did something wrong and try to change. This isn't an ego-driven thing like it is for some of you people. This whole position is, hey, it's fucked up what we do to them, admit your responsibility and try to change. Nobody's here to, you know, like, we're only going to start judging you when you're going to start justifying this. That's what we're going to do. You deserve judgment when you start justifying horrific things. When you start justifying holocausting sentient beings, when you start justifying objectifying sentient beings, when you start justifying enslaving sentient beings, for what? For trivial products, for pleasure? When you start justifying that, we're going to fucking judge you, because you deserve to be judged for that. This isn't fair, and you know it. The moment you would be in that position, you would cry your ass out, and you would fight your ass out to not be in that position. I'm going to show you yet again what it is that we're talking about. This is what we're talking about for the people who have just joined. These are sentient beings. Each and every one of them is an innocent individual who's been put in a crate and who they're going to be killed today. For each and every one of them, it's Friday today. For each and every one of them, they feel love, they feel pain, they have emotions. In fact, moments ago, we met a couple who was sharing their love with each other. And each and every one of them, for each and every one of them, you're responsible if you're not vegan. For their in slavery, you're responsible for it. For their killing, you're responsible for it. You want to evade, you want to escape, you want to think, no, it's different. It's not. This is their reality. You are the person who's enslaving animals. You are the oppressor. You are the Nazis to the chickens. You are. You are that person. You're the Russia to Ukraine. You're the Israel to Gaza. And even worse, because you're just one who does it for pleasure. Thank you, Renee. Ridiculous how men think they are more manly by buying the slaughtered animals in the supermarket, while being a follower... Wait, I missed it. While being a follower and a coward is so manly. Exactly, Renee. Exactly. Exactly. Imagine that. Imagine that. Breaks your heart also. And the worst part isn't even that, you know. The worst part is that I get to live my life. I get to, well, I can't say really enjoy knowing that this shit is happening. But I get to live my life. I get to go home now, and they just get to be in a crate. That's the worst part, knowing this situation that we're in. Knowing that because I'm born human, somehow I deserve to live, but they don't. It's fucked up. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Jimmy. Comparing chickens with human is delusional. Brother, there is no difference between us that justifies the difference in treatment. There is no difference. And no, I'm not calling people Nazis who calling people Nazis won't get them to come to your side. Pretty rich with that accent. Well, moped Mike, I'm just telling the truth. For these chickens who are right now in a cage, for these chickens who were enslaved their whole existence, which was a short existence, it was 42 days and they can live 10 years. So for these chickens, you are a Nazi. For these chickens, you are exactly that. You are that. You may not like it. You may say, whatever, I feel bad about it. But that's the truth. You are literally forcing them into a cage after enslaving them for being born the wrong species. Because if they were a puppy, you wouldn't say, oh yeah, let's put those puppies into slaughterhouses. You wouldn't say that. And look at them. You see this little chicken right here? They're trying to see. They're also curious beings. They're trying to see what's happening. They're scared. They don't want to die. Look at them. They can't even stand up. Moped Mike, are you vegan, Moped Mike? Because if you're not vegan, I don't know if I care about your opinion that much.
Situations, dude.
And it's very valid to not care about somebody's opinion on how to get other people to care about their choices when you yourself don't care about your choices. So please, Moped Mike, I don't care who you are as a person. You might be a good person in real life. Just don't put them in that position. Don't be a fucking Nazi to these people, to these individuals. Yeah, Moped Mike, so you are a Nazi. I get it, Moped Mike. So you are a Nazi to this chicken, I get it. Don't be that. You may not like to hear it. You may not like to hear it. But that's who you are, Moped Mike. If you're not vegan, that's who you are. You're a Nazi to these people. That's who you are.
Do you honestly think, dude?
That's who you are.
Honestly think that you're not playing with fire?
Yes, proudly. See?
Vegan influenza has been found.
Mike is a proud Nazi to these chickens. There you go.
So many different other animals.
Exploitation,
So
abuse,
you're
and
gonna
slaughter
risk
for
your
what?
family's life. You're going to risk humanity because you can't get over your little addiction. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And people are going to cry, and they're going to be lined up in the streets getting their, you know, whatever it is, and they're going to be like, oh, I can't believe
Animals
this
are so
happened.
tasty.
Oh,
For my
no,
food. Well, for
whatever."
your optional food,
It's
for your
gonna
trivial
happen.
product, right?
And then people like you are going to be like, well, you know, it's just the way it is.
You got some people who are triggered.
Well, this guy, like, he gets upset because I'm calling out his behavior. He gets triggered because I'm calling out his behavior. God put animals here to eat, not to pet. Then do you eat dogs as well,
Oh,
Roy?
wait a minute. God? No, God does not exist.
You-
You've been duped.
Yeah, Indiana, why don't you eat 20 times the amount of animal products?
Yeah, so, and also, like, if you think that your God is a nice guy, because I'm assuming you think your God is a guy, even though I'm pretty sure you don't think your guy has a penis, but whatever, let's imagine that your God has a penis, and your penis guide says that it's okay to, you know, I'm gonna create sentient beings who have emotions, who feel pain. I'm gonna make these beings, they're so lovely, look at them, they feel love, they feel anxiety, they feel pain, they feel all of it. Also that you can inflict that fucking thing on them,
Yeah.
all for a product you don't need.
Well, I think it's hilarious when people use God because the
There's
idea,
no God, bro.
the idea of God would say that you don't harm, you don't, you treat animals kindly because it says in the Bible, right? You treat animals with
You two should
kindness.
get a room. We have a
Also,
room
there's the Garden
together,
of
okay?
Eden, right?
David
But
is fucking hot. You have a problem with David? He's fucking hot. He said you two should get a room. We do have a room.
So the idea with God too is so there's the Garden
So
of
many
Eden.
triggered people by that.
Also beyond that is
You should be careful what you say, or God may inflict some pain on you. Oh no!
it's kind of hilarious
Wait.
with the whole do unto others.
Let's do an experiment.
So if you care
God.
about-
If you're there, send me a sign right now.
do unto others principle, right?
Oh, that's right. Nothing happened. Thank you. So there's no God. Okay, now can we move on and speak about the animals that you're forcing into slaughterhouses? Why are you forcing animals into slaughterhouses?
Marginalized
Hmm?
communities to work.
Why are you? Oh, I need to yell it loud. I thought God hears everything.
Why would you do that to them?
But now I need to yell it because God has hearing problems.
It kind of debunks your
Okay,
whole
God has hearing problems. I got it. Okay,
Slaughterhouses are
it's funny. It's funny.
more than one. Hey Chip, how many? I gotta ask your chat,
Yeah.
guys. How many slaughterhouses are in heaven?
Oh.
0 or more than 1? That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah. God created the chickens. Well, Viking Blaine, that's factually false. God did not create the chickens. These chickens, we selectively bred them. We selectively bred them to grow up to
This
up
guy's
to
talking about sacrifice.
out to their full weight in 42 days. They can live 10 years old, but we grew them to grow so fast so that we can kill them faster. The faster we can kill them, the better. They're babies, sure. Their minds aren't well developed, but that's okay. We can kill them because, you know, we gotta get that tingling sensation in our brain.
Yeah, sacrifice though. Did God say that we should create this?
Are you an atheist? Yeah, I'm an
All these
atheist, of course.
animals for
There's no
gluttony?
there's no
That's
proof
what
for
that
the
is,
existence
right?
of God, so why wouldn't I be?
All of the animals you eat right now are for gluttony because you don't have to, right? So how is this treating animals kindly? And what was the point of the Garden of Eden? So if I want to go to heaven, I need to read the Bible. Well, my mom reads it every day, so I don't. I also.
Do you slaughter animals?
I also went to Catholic school, so I know a thing or two.
What's the point of childhood cancer? Yeah, exactly.
So you just totally dodged the point about putting humans into slaughterhouses?
I just despise, like, what's the point of all of this? Well, the point was to show you what these innocent sentient beings go through. And some of you people just come up with this ridiculous saying that my God, the compassionate individual for who he is, created this individual so that they feel pain for me. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, if you want to believe in your own God, believe in it, you know? I don't want to shit on your religion. I do that when you use your own God as a justification to oppress others.
How you doing, man?
How are you?
Good. What do you think? Time to shut down the slaughterhouse or what? Close it for good? Yeah, God gave humans power. So what do you do with the power? Do you exploit others with the power?
Oh, he's still stuck on the God stuff.
Do you think you should exploit others? So since
He's
I
just
have
being
power
polite.
over
Yeah, I mean, we
kids,
didn't
does
say
that mean I
anything, you
should
know. I'm
kill
not in the
kids?
business
No,
of. I
because-
understand some of these people are just working here.
Are you kidding me?
I still will talk to them if they want to have a conversation with me, right? But if they don't want to have a conversation with me, I'm not going to force them into a conversation. It's just fucked up what we do to them. And they're not the ones responsible for it, believe it or not. If you're not vegan, you're the one responsible for it. You're the one responsible for forcing sentient beings into crates, exploiting them and then killing them.
Today, not yesterday, not about your fantasy situations, not about some marginalized community. How about you, bro?
Seriously, please, as a fellow vegan, stop comparing this with food choices.
Also, God gave us dominion.
Or
right?
isn't that deep to involve everything? Well, being vegan is not a food choice. I hope you understand that. If you call yourself a vegan, Miles, I hope you understand that being vegan is not a food choice. Being vegan is about animals. It's about not exploiting them. It's about not being an oppressor to defenseless sentient beings. Oh, so Miles, you're not vegan. Okay, that's okay, Miles. Maybe you'll be vegan at some point. I mean, it's not okay that you're not vegan. But being vegan is to animals what being a feminist is to women. Somebody says it's a choice. Yeah, just like punching people is a choice. Of course it's a choice. You have the choice whether to shoot people in the head on the street. Doesn't mean it's a right choice. Just like you have the choice between shooting animals in the head, doesn't make it the right choice. Just saying.
Would you die without it? Like, imagine you developed an...
I'm in the Netherlands. What country am I in? I'm in the Netherlands.
Would you not get protein?
You may not like the comparisons that I'm making, but they're the reality of them. Those are the comparisons. If you're not vegan, you're an oppressor. You're an oppressor. That's what you do. You force these innocent sentient beings into slaughterhouses. You oppress them. And this is what we were here to show you.
To wash it.
Like, this is what we were here to show you. Let me show you. See? This is the inside of a slaughterhouse. You don't get to see the slaughter, but you do get to see.
You want him to assault us, my guy? Is that what you're saying?
That's where the parts will go. See there?
That's assault, by the way. You're assaulting us.
I'll stay on Team Human and I'll enjoy my fat and protein, says this person. I guess I'm an oppressor, but I'm not a giant douche like you. That's okay, you know, I'd rather be a giant douche than an oppressor, FYI, first of all. And second, you know, you may not like me because what I'm saying is true. You don't need to consume animal products. You don't buy chicken or any form of animal products because you need it. No. If you claim necessity, I will disagree with you on that one. And it's not just that I disagree with you. We have empirical data showing that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. I'm a certified nutritionist myself, and I can tell you for a fact that we do not need to consume animal products. So when you're saying that you're doing it necessary fat and protein, nope, none of it is necessary. You can get fat and protein from plant-based products. It's more healthy. Not even that is true. It's not even more healthy. In fact, it's less healthy. How do you guys feel working here? Do you like working in a slaughterhouse? If you don't like working here, what's keeping you from leaving? I'm just asking you because you know all of these creatures, they're just like you. For them it's Friday also, but they don't get to see tomorrow unlike you. They have emotions, they have feelings. I saw 2 chickens in there loving each other. They peck at each other, they feel love. Remember the last time you feel love. Remember that you're gonna take all that away from them. Why? For profit. For profit. It's insane, huh? Did you try calling them Nazis? No, they're just people who did their job. I mean, I think it's wrong what they're doing, don't get me wrong. I think it's wrong to just follow and do your job when you're exploiting and slaughtering innocent animals. But these 2 people are not the ones to blame for it, no. You're the one to blame for it. If you're not vegan, you're the one who's making these people in this position. I don't think they like to be in this position. I don't think they like killing animals as a job. I don't think they like cutting throats of innocent animals. But you are forcing them in this position. You are forcing these 2 people to be in this position. Not only that, they're not being paid well. They don't have good, they have very poor concerns. A lot of the times they have work injuries. They suffer from PTSD. And all of it, why? Because you like to get your yum yum. You don't care about humans and you don't care about animals if you're not vegan. Because you just can't. Unless you're just trying to be a little bit of ignorant on it. Like Ethan over here is, you know? Now look at that. We get another truck. Another truck of individuals is coming. Another truck.
So they called the head likely to hide the truck from us.
Yeah, they closed the gate so that we don't see the chickens. They called ahead, as David says. David, did they call ahead?
Yeah, so they hid down the street from us, so they called ahead to hide from us the truth, right? Because they don't want people seeing the truth. It's really sad, huh? So I had the worker trying to spray me over there multiple times. Well, they might be hiding trucks down there. Maybe
You guys want to have a conversation? I want to have conversations with people. I like having conversations. How does it feel like to work in a slaughterhouse? It's not nice, is it? I hope you don't get to work here. At least don't pay for it if you work here. Be vegan at least. Don't pay for this shit. Just saying. Call them names? Why would I call them names? As I explained, it's not their fault that they're working here. I don't think they like working here, as I just explained. I think we're making their life a little bit more difficult. Leave them working alone? I left them alone. What do you mean? Did I do anything to them? I just had a conversation with them. I tried having a conversation with them. Tried telling them that they don't need to be putting animals in this position. David is getting sprayed. Look at this. David is getting sprayed by the people inside. Why are you at work? Must be nice. Well, the thing about it is, I have a job. I have a part-time job, but unfortunately, I wish I could just, my whole life would be going to a job, not having to do any of this, going to my job, coming home, cooking something, eating something, and just enjoying my life. But unfortunately, I can't do that because I need to show you the horrors of this industry. I need to show you that it's fucked up what we do to them. Just don't be that person who puts them in this position. You don't even have to do what I do, because none of that is what we're asking, right? I'm not asking you to be on the street. I'm not asking you to go to a slaughterhouse and see for yourself. Although maybe you should go to a slaughterhouse and see for yourself. The smell, you'll understand why I'm wearing a mask the minute you get there. What are you doing, man? What's happening there?
Well, they sprayed me, and I told them to keep spraying me more if they want. And the one guy was telling me to shut the fuck up. So I said, no, I'm not shutting the fuck up.
It's just such a fucked up position, everyone. Like, it's just a fucked up situation for all of them. For the workers, for the animals, and for me also. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be, I was telling David, it fucking sucks that I have to come in here. I have to see animals suffering, that I have to cry while watching them. Why? All because some of you really don't want to don't want to investigate a little bit. All of it because even when I show you the chickens, you still don't want to change. All of it because even when you see the suffering, when you see the oppression, you still don't want to change. See, Lobo gets it. Having a nice chicken roti roll now, vegan. Exactly, Lobo. Everything you want can be made vegan today. You won't even feel a difference. So to claim anything else, like to claim that it's okay, it's just so insane to me. Hope you're getting told to leave. I mean, they can tell me to leave. I'm on a public road. Doesn't really matter. Do you kill flies? No, I do not. Doesn't even matter, does it? Because easy. Let's imagine that I did kill flies, okay? Let's imagine that I'm an asshole who kills flies. Let's imagine that I go around killing flies. In fact, you know what? Let's just imagine for the sake of it that I go around plucking their wings and then killing them. That would be fucked up, wouldn't it? But how does that justify you doing it to a fucking chicken? Jesus Christ, man. Some of you, I swear to God, some of you are just like, I don't have to listen to this guy if he does something bad. I don't have to listen to what he's saying because he might be doing something bad himself. The hell, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That would be an appeal to hypocrisy. Even if I did the worst thing in the world, it would still not justify you forcing an innocent animal into a slaughterhouse. I hope you understand that. What do you think of lab-grown meat? As long as it doesn't oppress animals, all for it. I don't care what you put to your mouth, in your mouth, if it's lab-grown meat, plant-based meat, or whatever.
So this is Chip's first time.
Yeah.
Chip, remind me, like, what did it feel like coming here your first time, seeing that?
Difficult.
Yeah. It's definitely not easy being out here. The smell, the stench.
How am I forcing those animals, Kefa? Kefa, if you buy meat, if you buy chicken meat, this is what you're doing. You're funding this shit. You're funding that these individuals are forced into crates for you and then killed. It's insane. B12, where do you get it? Where do you get your B12? Oh, I'm gonna come into a vegan stream and tell this vegan off. Where do you get your B12? Little do they know that I'm a certified, little do you know that I'm a certified nutritionist. Where do I get my B12? From a fucking supplement, like every single one of you. You're getting all from the supplement. Because animals are supplemented B12. That's how you get it. Animals don't produce B12. Jesus Christ, just look it up. Where do I get my B12? Oh, where did you get this B12?
It's really not easy.
So funny. In fact, I had the B12 deficiency when I was consuming animal products. That's how silly this whole thing is.
There we go, another trigger. The thing is, these
Do that voice again. I can do that voice all day long.
there, you know.
I can also do this voice
There's a
when I
lot of
speak like
open-minded
Arnold.
people, open to change.
Oh, we have a, can you imagine wild chickens? They can't survive in the wild and have no place outside the food chain. Therefore, it's extremely justified to enslave them, bring them to life, enslave them, put them in a little crate as babies, then hang them upside down, electrocute them, and cut their throat. Because if they were in the wild, they would have difficulty surviving. We're really just giving them, we're doing them a favor. We're really just doing them a favor. How? Well, we're cutting their throat and electrocuting them. In the wild, they would have a difficult time, so it's better for us, right? Would you have a difficult time at college, adapting to college? Well, then maybe, maybe we should cut your throat. Because you would have a difficult time adapting to college. Yeah. Logic.
I mean, it's everywhere, right? There's a lot of open minded people probably watching behind the scenes. They can comment.
What's your boyfriend's name? That's not my boyfriend, that's David. But if you think you're insulting me by calling me gay, you're not. Gay is a sexuality and it's a beautiful one at best. So, be gay if that's what you're at. As long as you get consent, be gay. Be straight, be bi, whatever you are, it's perfectly fine. As long as there is consent. What is not fine is oppression. And oppression of sentient beings is not fine. The most defenseless creatures on this planet, to offend them, to oppress them, is not fine. Are you gay? No, I'm not. But it would be fine if I were. Emotional man, get help. Get help for having emotions? Get help for being sentient? Thank you for saying that. That's ridiculous. Bro, have you tried KFC? Yeah, there's vegan options at KFC. And I have tried the non-vegan options. There's no difference between them.
You have to think that.
Yeah, we're in Europe. We're in the Netherlands. We're next to Amsterdam. In a little village called Brooklyn.
That's like saying a plant is the same as
Set them free. I can't set them free. I would go to jail if I do that. I don't have any form of authority to do that. In fact, I might also lose my citizenship if I do that. So no, I will not do that. Eat a Big Mac and shut up? I would rather not. But I can eat a vegan Big Mac because there's that option. Your boyfriend isn't Dutch. Where is he from?
what's happening here.
I think he's from Canada, he says. Yeah. Grow and raise your own food. Yeah, plant-based food. Care for your animals and eat them. Well, I care for my family, but I wouldn't kill and eat them, no. But if you say that you care for somebody, I don't think you can care for somebody and then kill and eat them because you want to.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but it seems like JMFC thinks that as long as you take care of them, it's okay to kill them.
I shared my story off.
I would hate to be your child, man. I would hate to be your child.
My mom, my aunt.
Animals are not family. To some people they are. And FYI, every single one of you, just like me, is an animal. We're all animals of the species Homo sapiens. Just because you refuse to believe you're an animal doesn't make you less of an animal. You're a eukaryote, and you're also who's part of the group Animalia. You are an animal by definition.
I don't eat others.
Have you ever gotten a regular Big Mac? Yeah, I have. There's no difference between the plant-based one and this one.
It's disgusting. First of all,
Don't eat people, that's wrong. Exactly. And these individuals are people. Just because you don't call them people, just because you refuse to call them people because they're a different species than you, just like we did when they were racists. Racists would say, you're a different race, you're not a person. We do the same thing to these animals. But they are persons, very much. You know how? Because they have a personality. Personality. They have a personality. They have an experience of life. There's somebody. They think, they feel emotions, they feel love, they feel anxiety. Why? Why are you forcing them in that position?
Every time you have
I don't get it.
animal product, you have to walk along here.
All because you can.
And watch.
All because you can.
Here in
Fuck
Sweden,
Amsterdam.
it's a different world.
If you don't like it, you don't like it. I like it. Do you want to do more?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting to the end of my
Yeah. All right. We'll sign up.
maybe 5 minutes, something like that.
Okay. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know.
I blame Joe Rogan. Is your girlfriend or your wife's boyfriend vegan? No, I don't have a girlfriend, but thank you for being concerned with that. Vegan for 17 years. Hell yeah. That's nice. Zeus dog. Yeah, no one cares. Well, a lot of people care. Bacon is good. Yeah, plant-based bacon is amazing, yeah. The difference is that between bacon and plant-based bacon that for only one of them a sentient individual was forced into a gas chamber. I don't agree with gas chambers, but some of you think that not only that you agree with them, but you pay for gas chambers to exist. I don't think that's cool, I don't think that's nice, and I don't think you should do that. Vegan is cool, 100%. Vegan is being vegan literally means being not a follower. It means realizing that you can get anything you want on a plant-based diet. It's realizing that you don't need to oppress animals, and it's choosing not to oppress them, even in a world where it might be difficult to do so. So being vegan is actually being very powerful. Being vegan means being strong, it means being powerful and being smart. Because you are smart enough to go against the current and realize that what you're doing is wrong. So of course, and if you're not vegan, I mean, depends on which position you are, right? Because if you're not vegan and you're in the position where you know what you're paying for, if you're not vegan and you've seen the horrors, you know that you don't need to, and you continuously choose to pay for it, you're either a coward or, I don't know, maybe you have some form of apathy, but that's not very nice, is it, to have apathy towards some sentient beings? Kefa says nothing you do or say will make a difference. Well, that's not true, Kefa, but that's okay. Just saying, don't be that person who puts them in that position, okay? Be nice to animals. We're gonna go, okay? This was difficult for me. It wasn't easy to see those animals. It just wasn't easy. It's not easy, and it's kind of fucked up that, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe go back in time and see what I'm talking about. But, you know, as an animal rights activist, I know what's happening to them, but when you see it in person, when you feel the smell, the reason why I'm wearing a mask is because of the fucking smell. Somebody's asking me, why are you wearing a mask? Because the smell is fucking horrific. Because there's sentient beings here who are scared to death, who are shitting on each other. Why? Because they're forced into crates because you're not vegan. New vegan, young blood? Hell yeah, awesome, that's amazing, young blood. Probably gonna come back here. I don't know when, but tomorrow we're gonna be doing some activism on the streets again with David. So thank you everyone for being here. I hope you got something out of this. For me, it was very difficult, as I said, to see the animals in this position. It's fucked up. I hope you hit that like. I hope you subscribed if you're new to this channel. Thank you for everyone who did a super chat. It does fund me coming here and coming back, and you know, all the activism that I do, so I appreciate that. But you know what I want is, I really, like, I want to do activism, don't get me wrong, but what I want more than anything is for each and every one of you to stop participating in this if you are. This isn't about you, this isn't about me, this isn't about your ego, my ego, this is about those animals. This is about not forcing them in this position. This is about literally life and death for them. That's what it is. Get a job? Yeah, get a job. I probably will. I do have one, but I probably will get another one. But that's not the point, is it? Thank you for being concerned with me, but the reality of this is I'm here to speak up for these innocent sentient beings. So please, show some respect for the animals, and for once, do what's right. Don't be just a follower. Don't be just a person who just, oh, everyone else does it. I've done it my whole life. Don't be that person. Don't be a zombie. Don't be a meat zombie. Don't be a meat zombie. Don't be that person. Be a nice person. Be a person who respects animals. Yeah, and Lobo's right. At what point did Chip harass anyone? He's there to show you how sentient beings are treated as objects. They are. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll give the shoutouts tomorrow. I don't feel like I should give the shoutouts today, okay? We do have a little contest that we give shoutouts to the first person who comments on the stream. But, you know, I don't feel like it's appropriate, so be a nice person. Respect animals. And if you don't know what I mean, there is a 3-minute video in the description of this stream 3 minutes out of your life, I think you can watch for 3 minutes and see how you feel about that. Because if you're not okay with it, if you don't have the courage to watch 3 minutes out of your life, I don't know what to tell you. You might be a coward if you can't watch 3 minutes out of what it is that you're supporting or what it is that you're paying for. But if you can give 3 minutes out of your life to watch it, and then you're honest with yourself and you say that is fucked up, don't swipe that under the rug. Don't say I'm not paying for this. Don't deny it. Don't try to run away from it. Try to accept it. You did something bad. But that's the beautiful thing about all of this. We're not just here to tell you that you might be doing something bad, but rather that you have alternatives. Challenge 22, they can hook you up with a nutritionist, with a dietitian, sorry. They send you recipes every day. Vegan Bootcamp helps you learn more about how and why you should be vegan. There's so much help out there. ChatGPT, Google, all of them, all of them. You have so much help now, you can't possibly justify continuing doing this. So don't be that person, okay? Respect their rights as you would want your rights to be respected also, okay? Thank you so much. And for all the vegans who are in here, consider doing activism. This is what doing activism does. It shows the reality of this, and less animals would be put in this position. And I understand, you know, we saw so many animals there, right? Thousands of them. Even if just one single animal wasn't in there, one single animal, 2 animals, let's say, you know, that couple could have not been in there. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.